Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. If you joined us for part 1, you're already on your way to making the perfect clam soup. Now, in part 2, we'll focus on refining the flavors, adding the finishing touches, and serving it up just right. Step-by-step guide to making clam soup. Now that you've got your ingredients ready, it's time to turn them into a bowl of clam soup that's rich, flavorful, and satisfying. Follow these steps to build layers of flavor while keeping the clams tender and briny, just like they should be. Preparing the clams, cleaning and debearding. Fresh clams need a little prep to remove grit and sand. Here's how to do it right. Soak the clams. Place them in a large bowl of cold water mixed with salt or cornmeal. Let them sit for 20-30 minutes. This helps them expel sand trapped inside. Scrub the shells. Use a stiff brush under running water to clean any dirt or debris from the shells. Remove the beard. Some clams, like little necks, have a small, hairy bit sticking out from the shell. Gently pull it toward the hinge to remove it without damaging the clam. Discard dead clams. Tap any open shells lightly. If they don't close, toss them. They're no longer safe to eat. For canned clams, skip this step. Just drain and rinse them if packed in salt water to avoid over-seasoning the soup. Building flavor. Sautéing and simmering. A good clam soup starts with a flavorful foundation. Follow this sequence. Sauté aromatics. Heat olive oil or butter over medium heat. Add diced onions, celery, and garlic, cooking until soft but not browned. Deglaze. Pour in dry white wine, scraping up any browned bits for extra depth. Let it reduce by half. Add liquids. Stir in clam juice, a reserved broth from steaming fresh clams, and water or fish stock. Toss in a bay leaf and a pinch of red pepper flakes. Simmer gently. Bring to a low boil, then reduce heat. If using fresh clams, add them now and cover. Steam just until they open. Overcooking makes them rubbery. For canned clams, add them late in the simmering process, just long enough to heat through without turning mushy. Final touches. Creaminess and garnishes. This is where you customize texture and brightness. Creaminess options. Dairy. Stir in heavy cream or half and half for richness. Add after simmering to prevent curdling. Coconut milk. A dairy-free alternative that adds subtle sweetness. Potatoes. For a New England-style chowder, boil diced potatoes in the broth until tender. Garnishes. Fresh herbs. Chopped parsley, chives, or dill add color and freshness. Citrus. A squeeze of lemon or lime brightens the broth. Crunch. Top with oyster crackers or toasted breadcrumbs for contrast. Taste and adjust seasoning with salt and black pepper just before serving. The natural saltiness of clams means you might not need much. Pairing and serving suggestions for clam soup. Clam soup shines when paired with the right sides and drinks. A crusty loaf of bread or a crisp white wine can turn a simple bowl into a full meal. Let's explore the best companions for this seafood classic. Best breads and sides to accompany clam soup. Bread is a must. It soaks up the broth and adds texture. But don't stop there. A light salad or buttery crackers can balance the soup's richness. Sourdough bread. Its tangy flavor and chewy crust contrast well with creamy chowders. Garlic bread. Toasted with butter and herbs, it adds a punch of flavor. Oyster crackers. A New England staple, these tiny crackers add crunch without overwhelming the soup. Crisp green salad. A simple mix of arugula, lemon vinaigrette, and shaved Parmesan cuts through the soup's richness. Roasted potatoes. For heartier versions, toss cubed potatoes with olive oil and rosemary until golden. Wine and beverage pairings. The briny sweetness of clam soup pairs best with crisp, acidic drinks. Avoid anything too heavy, it'll clash with the delicate seafood flavors. White wine. A dry Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio mirrors the soup's brightness. Chardonnay works if the soup is creamy. Light beer. A Pilsner or Kolsch won't overpower the clams. Non-alcoholic options. Sparkling water with lemon, iced herbal tea, or a ginger beer add freshness without alcohol. Stick to these pairings, and your clam soup will feel like a restaurant-quality meal. Common mistakes to avoid when making clam soup. Even the simplest clam soup can go wrong if you overlook a few key details. Overcooked clams turn rubbery, and a weak broth leaves the whole dish tasting flat. Let's fix those mistakes before they happen. Overcooking the clams. Clams cook fast, too fast. Leave them in hot broth for more than a few minutes, and they shrink into chewy little pucks. The trick is timing. Fresh clams steam open quickly. Once their shells pop wide, they're done. Fish them out immediately, or the residual heat will keep cooking them. If using canned clams, add them in the last moments just to warm through. Signs you've gone too far. Clams are tough, not tender. They've shrunk significantly in the shell. The broth turns cloudy from overcooked proteins. Skimping on broth flavor. Clam soup lives or dies by its broth. Watery, under-seasoned liquid makes the whole dish forgettable. Build depth from the start. First, sauté aromatics until they're soft and fragrant. Deglaze the pot with white wine, then add clam juice or fish stock, not just water. Boost flavor with a splash of wine for acidity, a bay leaf and thyme for earthiness, a pinch of red pepper flakes for warmth. Taste as you go. If the broth feels thin, simmer it longer to concentrate the flavors. Just remember to pull the clams out first. For creamy versions, add dairy at the end. Heavy cream or butter stirred in off heat keeps the soup silky, not greasy. Every bowl is a chance to make something memorable. Clam soup is a dish that invites creativity. Whether you stick to tradition or put your own spin on it, the results are always rewarding. Its blend of briny sweetness and comforting warmth makes it a universal favorite, equally at home in a quick weeknight dinner or a slow weekend meal. Don't be afraid to experiment. Swap herbs, add heat with chili flakes, or try different broths. The best versions start with good ingredients and a willingness to make it your own. Grab a pot, pick your clams, and start cooking. Every bowl is a chance to make something memorable. This video is your guide to bringing that warmth home. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.